Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you the final soap in our holiday spectacular soap collection, and that is our evergreen scented soap called Black Spruce and Anise. This soap is one we had last year and I believe we had it the year before, and it sells out really quickly. It is a brambleberry fragrance oil blend that is a really great take on a classic Christmas tree scent. So stay tuned and watch us make the final soap in our holiday spectacular soap collection, Black Spruce and Anise. Alrighty, it is time to make one of our holiday favorites, and that is our Black Spruce and Anise soap. This is our Christmas tree inspired soap. Very piney, very resinous, very holiday. So we will start by doing our lye water in with our plant-based oil blend, and that oil blend is down in the description box below. You may notice one thing different, and that is that I have some green mica already in the oil there, and that is a custom blend of a couple different greens that we had. I wanted to do a pine tree-ish inspired color there. The one thing with green mica in soap is that it doesn't always reflect very well in the soaping process what it actually will look like. So the green, thankfully, is not quite as split pea soup-ish. To that blend, I did just add a little bit of pumice stone, really finely ground pumice stone, and then also some coconut husk to add a little bit of an exfoliating factor, and also a little bit of visual interest with that coconut husk to kind of embody the trunk of like a evergreen tree. Once that's all blended up, we will add in our fragrance oil and our kaolin clay. This fragrance oil is Black Spruce and Anise from Brambleberry. It is one of our favorite holiday Christmas tree scents. We have had it, I want to say, every single holiday season since we started making soap, and it is not going anywhere unless they discontinue the fragrance, which I really hope they do not. We will blend that up till it comes to a nice light trace. We are just going to have a nice solid color bar here. We're not going to do any sort of designs in the actual soap batter itself, but we will be doing something a little extra to zhuzh up the soap bar, so you'll have to stay tuned till the end of this video to see that. We will then pour all of this soap batter into our slab mold here. This is a really well-behaving fragrance oil, so if you did want to do some sort of design, this would be a great option for you in terms of fragrances because it is really well-behaved. It plays well with the cold process soap process, I guess. But we just kind of like to have a nice simple bar, especially with this fragrance and the design that we had in mind. Once that is set up just a little bit, I will go in with a fork, and I wanted to pull the soap batter up into kind of like the top of an evergreen tree. So I'm pulling into the center, kind of like a mohawk, but with that fork, the tines of the fork, it kind of looks like little pine needles a little bit. So that's what I was going for here. It is really difficult to find a nice pine tree scented fragrance oil. I have found them to be pretty chemically smelling or really dirty smelling, like dirt or like mold. This is not that. It's really nice and fresh. It is what you think of when you think of like a pine tree scent, but with a little bit extra to give that kind of holiday vibe. And then the last step that I am going to do is just dust the very tippy top of that little soap mohawk with some copper mica. I think I actually blended a little bit of cafe, like latte colored mica in there as well, just to give it a little something extra to add a little pizzazz to the top. And then it is time to slice this up and do the final step. So we will unmold this, and you will notice outside of my exposure on this camera that I'm using here to be a little funky, that color has toned down considerably from that kind of like split pea soup color to a nice like pleasant evergreen green color, and that is exactly what I wanted. If I hadn't used this fragrance oil and this color blend before, I maybe would have been a little concerned, but just from experience I knew that this is what it would actually end up as. Once we have sliced up that slab, it is time to break down those loaves into bars of soap. So we'll break out Dorothy here, line up our little slice guide, and then kind of see what the inside's gonna look like. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be solid green with some little brown flecks in there, but it's still satisfying nonetheless. And then I was editing a video the other day and I realized we don't really explain what we do with those little ends there, and it just looks like I either throw them on the ground or in a box. We actually have a gigantic heavy-duty FedEx box that we ship all of our soap scraps that we can't reuse. We send them to Eco Soap Bank, which I have mentioned in the past. It is a really great foundation that uses soap scraps to create jobs and create new bars of soap for developing countries, and we just love to support them. I think we sent a month or two ago like 56 pounds of soap scraps, and we had to like break down the boxes in the FedEx store because the box we had them in would have been so ridiculously expensive to ship, but we love to support them whenever we can. Alrighty, now that we have sliced up all of those loaves, it is time to do our final step. And if you've been around in the past, you'll know that we like to stamp sometimes our soap with little rubber stamps, and this year is no different. We are going to do an evergreen tree dipped in some copper mica. And even if you've seen the soap video from last year, you'll know that when you are stamping soap with a mica, you want to stamp it as soon after slicing the loaves into bars as possible, because the moisture from the soap actually grabs onto that mica and it helps stick the little stamp mica into the bar a little bit easier. Also, stamping when the soap is a little softer is just easier than doing it when the soap has cured almost all the way. But that is it. That is our Black Spruce and Anise soap. This will be for sale along with all of our other holiday spectacular soaps November 1st, online and in person, so definitely check those out if you are interested. If you did want to support the channel another way and get soaps or candles of the month, check out our subscriber section on our website and become a subscriber and get soaps and candles of the month from us, discount codes, shoutouts at the end of videos, and other fun perks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you can get notified when new videos come out. Thanks. Bye.